let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. You don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's float for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And now we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it. Take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live watch along. We've got the brand new intro. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It took me a couple of hours yesterday to get that all sorted for you guys. So I hope you did enjoy that. But the football season, it's back. We had the Community Shield. I did a match vlog last week, so I couldn't do a live stream. And this is the first time that I've been able to live stream for you guys since Manchester City won against Aston Villa on the final day of the Premier League season, which saw us win the Premier League. And we're back 3,200 subscribers and 2 months later for another live watch along. It does mean one thing. It means Premier League is back. Manchester City are back, and I cannot wait for today's live watch along. A difficult away match against West Ham United. Before I do crack on though with this live watch along, do make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. No reason at all why we can't put that push towards 27,000 subscribers, less than 200 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below, and also on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. We're already on 34 likes, of course, same like last season. We're aiming for minimum 100 likes on every single Manchester City live watch along. We're 66 away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. I'm hoping we're going to hit that ASAP so we can start looking at some bigger numbers. 200, 300 likes would be great, so 100 minimum. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching this after the game or in the live chat. Who have we got? Mr. Super Sid helping to moderate the chat, so please do keep things clean. No spamming, no ruining it for others. Moderators are there to help with that, so thank you very much to Mr. Super Sid for helping out with that and the other mods as well. Adam Quinn, thank you very much for tuning in. Nice to see some regulars back. Alec as well. Vamer, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Riziki, thanks very much for tuning in. Junaid, thanks very much for tuning in. King Grealish, thank you very much for tuning in. Evan, hope you're well. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. Nitrix, thanks very much for tuning in. And DJ Heaven, thank you very much for tuning in as well. All absolute legends tuning in and helping here on the JSGC channel. I will speak more about the team in just one moment. Firstly, I want to give a big shout out to today's video sponsor, where this live watch along is brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. The link to that is in the description. It's also in the live chat as well if you want to go and download the OneFootball app. We will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as the latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, live commentary, what channel you can view the game on, and so much more. OneFootball are going to help to provide today's pre-match build-up, including the teams. We've got OneFootball. It's locked up and loaded right here for you guys. So let's get on with it. Less than 20 minutes now to go until kickoff here. 84% of people think that Manchester City are going to win this game. 12% going for a West Ham win and 4% going for a draw. Today's game is kicking off at 4:30 p.m. BST here in the United Kingdom. It is live if you wanted to watch this game at home in the UK on Sky Sports Premier League and Sky Sports Main Event. The referee for today's game is Michael Oliver, and we're coming live from the London Stadium for this game. So we're going to have our first opposition lineup of the Premier League season, and West Ham United are lining up number 1, Fabianski, number 5, Kufal, number 2, Johnson, number 4, Zuma, number 3, Cresswell. In midfield, it's number 28, Susek, number 41, Declan Rice, number 10, Manuel Lanzini, number 20, Jarrod Bowen out wide on the right wing. On the left wing is number 8, Pablo Fornals, and leading the line, no surprise, is Michail Antonio. On the bench for West Ham today is number 22, Benrahma, number 11, Nikola Vlasic, number 7, Gianluca Scamacca, number 12, Flynn Downs, number 35, Darren Randolph, number 32, Connor Coventry, number 40, Armstrong Okaflex, number 50, Harrison Ashby, and number 13, Alphonse Areola. For Manchester City then, your first Manchester City lineup of the 2022-2023 Premier League season lines up as number 31, Ederson in goal, number 2, Kyle Walker, number 7, new number for him as well, is Joao Cancelo. Centre-backs for today is number 3, Ruben Dias, and number 6, Nathan Ake. In midfield, it's number 16, Rodri, number 8, Ilkay Gundogan, and number 17, Kevin De Bruyne. On the right wings, number 47, Phil Foden. Left wing, number 10, Jack Grealish. And number 9, leading the line, making his Premier League debut, is Erling Haaland, the man that everybody wants to see. On the bench today for Manchester City, number 26, Riyad Mahrez, number 4, Kalvin Phillips, number 20, Bernardo Silva, number 80, Cole Palmer, number 97, Joshua Wilson-Esbrand, number 19, Julian Alvarez, number 18, Stefan Ortega-Moreno, number 82, Rico Lewis, and number 5, John Stones. Do not forget, remember, City allowed 5 substitutes for the new Premier League season, and plenty of opportunities there for some of the players on the bench to get some valuable minutes in them. Riyad Mahrez, he's a surprise omission here, going with Foden on the right and Grealish on the left. I'd like to have seen Alvarez starting with Foden on the left and Alvarez on the right. But there we go, Mahrez, he's on the bench. Kalvin Phillips could make his Premier League debut for Manchester City as well, wearing the number 4 for Manchester City. The big omission, Bernardo Silva. I reckon this is probably tactical more than anything else from Pep Guardiola. However, it could be down to the fact that Barcelona are interested in signing Bernardo Silva, although I don't see Pep Guardiola or Manchester City buying into that too much. I did speak about it a little bit in our preview. I wasn't expecting Manchester City to actually do that, but they have. It is a surprise. I reckon it's tactical there. I'm surprised as well, Junaid, not to see Julian Alvarez starting in this game. I thought he looked very lively against Liverpool when he came on, got that goal. I would have started him, but there we go. He could make his Premier League debut for Manchester City today, like Kalvin Phillips could too. Erling Haaland started making his Premier League debut as well, and we could see John Stones come in and get some valuable minutes in his legs as well. And in terms of youngsters, Rico Lewis, Cole Palmer, Joshua Wilson-Esbrand on the bench for Manchester City, and maybe 1 or 2 of them could get some valuable minutes as well. So yeah, that's all brought to you by OneFootball. Today's video sponsor, link in the description and also in the live chat if you want to go and check that out. My score prediction, I'm sticking with 2-1 Manchester City. I think it'll be both teams to score. I'm going for a goal for Jarrod Bowen for West Ham. I'm going for Manchester City's goal today for Erling Haaland, and also Kevin De Bruyne are my picks for today's goals for this game. If you do watch my previews, you will know that I have got a new sponsor for all of my previews throughout all of the season, and it is brought to you by BetMate. I'm just going to edit my team to make sure that rotation is not catching me out. So Ederson starts, good to go with that. Ruben Dias starts, good to go with that. Kyle Walker starts, good to go with that. De Bruyne starts, good to go with that. Rice starts, good to go with that. Erling Haaland, my captain today, good to go with that. And Julian Alvarez doesn't start, so I'm going to remove him from this and I'm going to put somebody else in who is starting. Not really got too many choices. I'm going to go for Jarrod Bowen, and I'm going to take Susek away on the bench, and I'm going to put a Manchester City player. I'm going to go for Phil Foden on there and save that. So that's my BetMate team all sorted, but giving myself the best chance possible for me to potentially win, which is always what we're looking for. So let's all laugh at Manchester United. Do feel free to take a moment, leave the room, laugh out loud, and come back and tune in. It's hilarious. Later scores from around the ground very quickly for you guys before I put on some pre-match entertainment. It's finished earlier in the Premier League. Leicester City 2, Brentford 2. Leicester surrendering a 2-goal lead there. And it's also finished Manchester United 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 2. That's a perfect time. Crack one open. Oh, Manchester United 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 2. Cheers. Oh, that's good. That's good. Liverpool dropped points yesterday. United losing at home today against Brighton. I'm hoping it's going to be a perfect weekend here for Manchester City to try and get our potential retention of the Premier League back up and running. 3-time consecutive champions, never done it before. Can we do that for the first time? It all starts today. Also, Championship, you got Coventry taking on Rotherham. That's been postponed to be played at a later date, so ignore that actually. Scottish Premiership, Hibernian 1, Hearts of Midlothian 1's finished. Full time there. Is that the Edinburgh derby? Someone might be able to correct me on that. My knowledge of Scotland isn't brilliant. Dundee United currently losing at home against Livingston by 1-0. There's games going on in Germany, in France, in Holland. So I'll speak about them more at half time. So there we go. That's keeping you guys up to date. So before I do crack on with today's pre-match entertainment, do make sure if you are enjoying the content, please do leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. We're nearly halfway there now. We're 58 likes away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel as well. We're very close to 27,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. We're going to be doing Manchester City regular live streaming for you guys for watch-alongs throughout the season. Plenty of Manchester City videos as well for you guys to look forward to, so make sure you have subscribed. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And lastly, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by OneFootball. I will roll my promo video for that for you guys right now. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring today's video. If you want to go and check that out, like I said, links in the description and also in the live chat. Any interaction towards that will be much appreciated. As you can tell, we've got our nice, crisp cammering going on here. It's cost me a lot of money, so towards my sponsors and keeping them for the season would be much appreciated. And thank you to everybody that has helped me out so far, much appreciated. So we are going to do some pre-match entertainment for you guys. It's brought to you by my partner channel Mixid. Got plenty of stuff coming throughout him for the season for you guys to look forward to as well. This is him doing the Roku Gin review for you guys to enjoy very quickly while I just go and quickly freshen up, ready for kickoff here Come on, City.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, back again for another review. And today's review video, guys, is Roku Gin. It's a very interesting and complex and subtle gin, this. It's an interesting one. If you've ever had it, do let me know in the comments below. What is your thoughts on this very interesting Japanese gin? So with Roku, it means 6. So it's got 6 ingredients in it. I'll read it to you. So sakura flower, yuzu peel, sencha tea, Sancho pepper, sakura leaf, and jokuru tea. I was gonna say, I'm probably murdering that last one. I was gonna say, as I've had a few goes off it off camera, that's the best I've come up so far. I was gonna say, with Roku gin, it's not like your classic gins with the massively juniper taste notes. This one is more of a herbal one, and I can't wait to try it. I think for a very craft gin at £30 from Tesco, I think it's very fairly priced. I think that's fantastic. So normally it can't come to like 37s if you like your craft gins like that. But with this, I got from £30 from Tesco, like I said, I'd probably give it price-wise, I'd probably give that 8 out of 10. So the 3 things I will compare is price, like I said, 8 out of 10. Next one will be design, and of course, the most important one is the tasting notes. I expect it to be quite bitter, this one. It's going to be an interesting one. I reckon it'll be a herbal gin, and I can't wait to taste it as well. I want to taste the famous cherry blossom that comes with Roku gin. So so I will review now the design, so I'll give you a close-up. So as you can see here closer, just look at that beautifully crafted design that comes with it. Absolutely fantastic, isn't it? I just love the design. Give you a closer look. As you can see there, it's 43% this Japanese craft gin. So far it's looking good. I say, for price, 8 out of 10. For design, 9 out of 10. I just really like the design of it. I just think it's very unique, the design. I just love the glass. Just love the glass bottle that comes with it. So Roku gin, it is distilled in Osaka, Japan. So it's a classic Japanese gin, because it's actually distilled over there, and it's 43%. So let's do the last thing now to review. Is the most important one, the taste. How does it taste? So it smells like your classic gin, like nice juniper. I can smell a little bit of juniper in it. It wouldn't be a gin unless I had juniper. So what I'll do is get my shot glass. So I'll pour myself a glass, as I will pour myself a shot of gin, just for tasting notes. That's enough. How does it taste? Cheers. Like I said, it's a very unique gin. It's very, very bitter taste in this one. So I'll have a second sip, just see if I can taste more of the tasting notes. I can taste the cherry blossom coming through. It's interesting because they didn't advertise it as cherry blossom, but you can definitely taste it in the gin. But the thing I can taste as well is because it's like the Japanese you can taste the Japanese pepper in it, or as they call it, Sancho pepper. I can taste that definitely. But like I said, what's unique with this, it's a very complex gin at all because of the bitterness. Even for a gin, it's a very, very bitter gin, this. Because it's very herbal, but very bittery as well, but it's nice. One thing I will say for this gin, because it's so bitter, I'd recommend making like a dry martini or go towards the aperitifs like that. So I reckon make a very nice dry martini this. Because even for G&T, it does not make a good one, but I'm going to sample with it. I think I will have a play with a cocktail using this gin. See if I can get a beautiful G&T using Roku gin. Can I do the impossible? Can I actually make it nice? Because like I said, it's a nice one. It's very bitter, but it's not like your usual smoother gins. Because despite the bitter, even for this, it's just very, very bitter. But I like it. It's because the tasting notes are very floral, herbal taste that you can taste with it. Because they just hit you straight away, the cherry blossom, then the bitterness kicks in with it as it goes down your throat. It's a very interesting, subtle, complex gin. But I love it, because it's just a bitter one, but I think I might make 2 cocktails. Gin tea, just to see if I can actually make it work. I'm not hopeful, but I'll have a go with it. But I think I might make a dry martini. I think that is your go-to to experiment with this gin. And see if we can make it work. But you can enjoy this. It's very, very neat. Because I put some ice. Probably put in. I wouldn't put in your traditional like your strawberries or. I think I should drink it neat. I've had this over ice, and I think I'd have it with lime like that. I think it'd complement this because it's very nice and neat up. It's one thing I will say. But for cocktail maker, it's not that great because of the bitterness. But like I said, I think we'll go towards the bittery tasting cocktails if you use Roku gin. But like I said, I think I'd make an excellent dry martini. That's my recommendation. I think neat. Like I said, it's an interest. Right, so I will give my score now. I think I'd give that because of the complex and the very unique Roku gin. I think I'd give that 8. It's very, very bitter, and that would certainly not be for everyone, even for a gin lover. Like I said, you can enjoy it neat up. Because for cocktail making, I think it's going to be probably a 5 out of 10. But I'll go towards dry martini. I'm interested to make a gin and tonic with it, as I will in my next cocktail video, guys. I will use Fever Tree, as I'll use it with a passion fruit, see if that'll make it work. But I'm not hopeful, like I said, and then I'll make a dry martini. So I think that's the go-to. Mix it up with the vermouth. I think you're onto a winner with that. So for my score, I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for tasting notes, just because I like it quite neat, and that's very drinkable and neat up. So overall, guys, I've given it 8 out of 10 for price, 9 out of 10 for design, and 8 out of 10 for taste. That's my tasting notes. So overall, that gives it a score of 25 out of 10. That is 8.33 out of 10. That's a magnificent score. I recommend it. If you've never tried Roku gin, I recommend it, especially if you're a gin lover, just to see what you think. It's a very subtle, it's complex, and it's unusual, even for gin. I recommend it. But that, guys, has been my gin review for Roku gin. What do you think, guys? Do you agree with my comments? Do you hate it? Do you like it? Does it work for you? But don't forget to like and subscribe to Mix It for more drinks reviews like this, or even cocktail videos. And I will see you guys for my G&T, and I will see you guys for my Roku gin and tonic. See if I can make it work, and then a dry martini. But I've been Mixed, and I will see you for my next cocktail video. Have a nice day. Cheers. Can't get enough of that cherry blossom. That's absolutely lovely. Just because I just recommend it. Drink it neat. That's my recommendation. Just drink it neat. See what you think. It's interesting.
Thank you very much there to Mixed for providing today's pre-match entertainment for you guys to enjoy. Like I said, if you want to go and check him out, then the link is in the description to go and subscribe. I would appreciate that. I've just been checking out during that little break that he's put out his most recent video, trying the strongest beer, which is a very interesting video that I fully enjoyed watching. So do go and check him out. That would be much appreciated. But for this live watch along, we've just had the rendition of I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles that's just gone out around the London Stadium. A nice little display as well from West Ham. They're ready to start their home campaign, their Premier League campaign for the season. And I'm excited to see what Manchester City can do here as well. I'm excited. Forget about the Community Shield last week. It's a glorified friendly. What matters is this game here in the Premier League. Liverpool dropping points yesterday. Good chance here for Manchester City to capitalise and show that they're good and raring to go to get off to a good start to the Premier League season. So what I'm hoping for this game. Manchester City starting in their third kit today. Interesting. It is that Bumblebee kit, so it's the stripes of black and, well, fluorescent green, which is interesting. Manchester City today starting with Ederson in goal. It's Walker at right back, Cancelo at left back, Diaz and Ake as our two centre backs, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne and Ilkay Gundogan are our midfield three. It's going to be Foden on the right wing, Grealish on the left wing, and Erling Haaland starting up top as well. Good afternoon, Dale. Thank you very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Julia, thanks very much for tuning in as well. Roscoe, Swan TLZ, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Legends, helping to support the JSGC content here by tuning in. We're now 49 likes, guys, away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Hopefully we can hit that here in the first half. Would be absolutely brilliant. Don't forget to go and check out social media links there in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen as well on that yellow banner if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below and on that yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Do subscribe to my channel as well, and do let me know your thoughts in the live chat. Score predictions, everybody. I'm going 2-1 Manchester City. Bowen to score for West Ham, and goal today for De Bruyne and Erling Haaland. And it is going to be Erling Haaland that's going to start Manchester City's season off here, with City attacking from right to left and West Ham attacking from left to right. Players are going to take the knee. Gives me a good chance here very quickly just to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link in the description and also in the live chat too. That would be much appreciated. Anyone that does download OneFootball using that link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. We're ready for kickoff. It's Haaland stood over the ball, and he does get Manchester City's Premier League season and our campaign up and running. Played backwards and launched forward by Manchester City. West Ham get a quick flick on. They don't manage to keep it in play, and it will be a throw into Manchester City just inside their own half. Sky Sports, of course, got their new scoreboard up in the corner as well. No longer got the writing, but instead got the badges and the time just below. There we go. Hello, Dad. Thanks very much for tuning in. Going for 1-0 Manchester City. Thomas tuning in, going for 3-1 Manchester City. I'm going 2-1 Manchester City, as Nathan Ake should mop that up nicely for Manchester City. And he does get City a throw-in as well, just outside of our own penalty area. So Cancelo's here to take the throw-in for Manchester City. With 54 seconds into this game. Cancelo's still got hold of the ball, just waiting for a bit of space to throw the ball into. He goes short. Cancelo picks up the ball once more, wearing his new number, number 7. Plays a risky pass, it doesn't pay off, and West Ham intercept on the edge of the Manchester City penalty area. They opt not to put the cross in, instead working it backwards. Here's Declan Rice. They played into a bit of space. They can't stop the cross from coming in. And first effort at goal comes in from Michail Antonio. I think it's taken a little deflection. It's behind, and it's a corner to West Ham. So a bit of defending very early here for Man City to do. Ake back, Ruben back, Rodrigo back, Haaland back, Walker back, De Bruyne, Grealish, all in there. Cross comes in, not dealt with by City. Headed back, cross goal, not headed clear. Shot comes in, it's a good block from Manchester City. Good early pressure this from West Ham. Going at Manchester City. Cross comes in. Header one, and it's headed over the top of the crossbar. It's Antonio that leaps up highest, and that was a real opportunity that for West Ham. An early warning danger signs there for Manchester City. It was a bit of weak goalkeeping from Ederson to from the initial corner. Came for it, never got it. Caused all kinds of problems. Second cross comes in. It's Diaz that's beat in the air by Antonio. They're just getting shoved across and bullied. Got bullied there, Ruben Dias, as DJ's going for 4-1 to Manchester City for this game. We're now 48 likes away from 100 likes now, ladies and gentlemen. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Ederson's down injured. And receiving a little bit of treatment from the physio. So a bit of early danger there for Manchester City, which has been dealt with, thankfully. Antonio is going to cause Manchester City problems here, of course. We already knew that, though, didn't we? We're just waiting for the resumption of play here. I think he's taking a big bump to the eye there, Ederson. That's going to be really sore in the morning. Big cut right below his eye when he came for it at the near post. I think it's the elbow of Ruben Dias that's done that. Anyway, City going to work it out and play out from the back. Haaland picks the ball up. Here's Cancelo. It's a good touch. Moves the ball well. And it comes off a West Ham man. And it will be out for a throw into Manchester City. Here is Gundogan now to Cancelo. Back to Gundogan. Thought we were going to centralise that, but instead it just continues to work it backwards. Here's Nathan Ake for Manchester City. Ederson with the ball. Gives it to Cancelo. Back to Ederson. Ruben Dias nearly miscontrolled that, but there's no one pressing him to try and force the issue, so he can come away with the ball. Walker puts it into the centre. Haaland dropping deep. Gives it to Rodrigo. He goes backwards to Nathan Ake now. City still inside their own half. Grealish picks the ball up on the left wing. Drives into the West Ham half now. Towards their final third. Gundogan makes a run down the left wing. Has to turn. Goes backwards. Here's Cancelo. Gives it back to Gundogan again. Bit of movement. Grealish has got a bit of space. Just tries to move the ball into the centre. No real conviction on that, and it's easily gathered up in the end by goalkeeper Fabianski after Haaland had made a run towards the near post. And no danger there for West Ham, and the score remains here at the London City Stadium. West Ham United 0, Manchester City 0. Fabianski then launches the ball, goes long. Cancelo wins it well in the air. Rodri gets control of the ball. Headed back up. Rodri gets control of that ball once more. Here's Haaland showing his weight. Wants a run and cleared well by Zuma. Only to find Ruben Dias though. First chance we've had there to see Haaland try and show his physicality for Manchester City. Of course, I saw Manchester United lose 2-1. It was hilarious. Hilarious. Funny to see. Here's Diaz now for Manchester City to Kyle Walker. Gives it to Rodri. Here's Nathan Ake. City looking to just push up a little bit. Gundogan. Diaz. Back to Ake. Here's Rodri now occupying at centre-back role for Manchester City alongside Diaz after Ake had just gone forward. Here is Phil Foden playing on the right with, of course, Raheem Sterling being sold by Manchester City. We've got Riyad Mahrez and probably Phil Foden that's going to be occupying the right-hand side for Manchester City. We could use Bernardo, we could use De Bruyne, could use Jack Grealish. I'm sure he'd be able to play there. Could all be options for Manchester City. Anyway, here's Gundogan. Into the centre. Gives it to Grealish. Just on the edge of the West Ham penalty area now. Into the penalty area. Looks to try and float the ball towards the back post. Cleared by... cleared by West Ham. And just launched long there by West Ham, more in hope than expectation. And Ederson's going to let that one run out for a goal kick to Manchester City. The Man City fans to the left of Ederson. So City will be attacking towards that away end for the second half. Here's Cancelo. Gives the ball to Ruben Dias now. Nathan Ake's picked the ball up. City just happy just to knock it around for now. And their passing stats and passing completion rates up. Here is Foden. First time he's touched the ball in this game. 8 minutes in. 0-0 here at the London Stadium. Here is Ake now, pushing Manchester City forward. City got everybody other than Ederson now inside the West Ham half. West Ham just penned back a little bit. Does leave Man City vulnerable to the counter-attack, but it also helps Manchester City's fluidity when it comes to their attacking. Here is Ruben Dias now, pushing City forward. Not the greatest of passes. It takes a deflection, and Cresswell does the sensible thing and puts that into the stands and out for a throw-in to Manchester City. Tom, thanks very much for tuning in. It is nice to be back. Going for 3-1 Manchester City. I'm going for 2-1 Manchester City as my prediction. Conlan, thanks very much for tuning in as well, as we're now 44 likes away from 100 likes. So throw-in comes in. Haaland manages to get his foot onto it. Foden gets his head onto it. De Bruyne fancies a shot. It's blocked. Picked up by Jack Grealish now. There's a run of Kyle Walker if he wants to use him. He looks for him. It's headed clear by West Ham though. They can pick up that loose ball and they manage to hack it clear. And Diaz goes through the back of Antonio and that'll be a very cheap free kick given away. And West Ham there eases the pressure on their goal and can try and launch defence into attack here. West Ham happy just to take their time for now, though. Long ball comes forward then. Not a good ball forward, that. And it's just going to be given away to Ederson for Manchester City. Nearly ran past the ball, had to pick it up and scoop it from behind. It'd have been embarrassing if he'd not got that then. That would have been picked off and poked into the back of the net by West Ham after that poor ball forward by Fabianski. Very much looks like West Ham's game plan here is kick and chase. West Ham's successful passes at the moment in the first 10 minutes is 8. Manchester City at nearly 70 with 65. Here's Diaz now for Manchester City. Gives the ball to Cancelo. Back to Diaz. Nothing really on for Manchester City. There's not a lot of space either. Here is Jack Grealish picking the ball up for Manchester City. Ball gets fed in to Joao Cancelo. Gives the ball to Kyle Walker. Works it backwards. Here's Ruben. Gives the ball to the right-hand side. Foden picks that up. And he'll give it back to Ruben Diaz once more. Here's Kyle Walker. It's almost like our fullbacks here are playing in midfield. Kyle Walker's cutting into the right side of defensive midfield. And Joao Cancelo's doing the same on the left-hand side. So letting the wingers stretch the pitch more. And Ilkay Gundogan I've seen drifting out to the left wing as well while the wingers are cutting in. Almost acting like there's a three-man midfield right behind our back two. In the form of Rodri on one side, Walker on the right and Cancelo on the left. And then you've got Ake and Diaz playing behind. Like a back five or a back two and back three. However you want to look at it. Fascinating. Here's Rodri then for Manchester City. Bringing the ball forward inside the West Ham half. Camped inside the West Ham half. Grealish is down. He wants a free kick. Referee says no free kick. Gundogan spreads the play towards Foden. He'll do well to keep that in. He does keep it in. And he beats his man as well. And he can't find a pass to Kyle Walker, but does find a throw in. Jack Grealish has stayed down for Manchester City, as we're now 40 likes away from 100 likes. Thank you very much, Mixid, for tuning in. Much appreciated. We can't get over the picture quality. We all love the clean, crisp picture quality. I've said need to go and check out my video sponsor, OneFootball, because people interacting towards that will help towards things like new equipment for cameras and stuff. So this is all the hard work and dedication from last season. Means we can get new equipment ready for the new season. So thanks very much for Mixed. I do, new vlogging camera would be great. I can't wait to get this on a vlog as well. As Haaland picks the ball up, he holds it up well. A tackle comes in. Eventually a cross comes in from De Bruyne. It's cleared by West Ham and they can launch it well. Who started well for Manchester City? I would probably say standout player so far. Ruben Dias has been picking them balls up and he's been distributing it very nicely. West Ham have looked very lively when they've wanted to come forward, and a press there from Antonio sees Ederson put the ball out. Been pretty impressed with Antonio when they found the link-up balls there. Thank you very much, Dale. The picture quality much better. I said I was using the camera, so glad that people are enjoying that. Dale going for 2-2, Mixed going for 3-1. I'm going for 2-1 Manchester City. My opinion on Alvarez, I rate him. I think he's a good player. I'd like for him to have started this game at right wing and Foden on the left, but there we go. Here's Grealish for Cancelo. Rodri now. It's a poor pass and given away, and Declan Rice picks that off. He's got an option on the left. Working it backwards here, and it's going to be picked off by Manchester City, and that's the end of West Ham's attack. Here's Grealish now to Gundogan. Knocks the ball over very nicely for Cancelo, who's performing much better today than what he did against Liverpool at the moment. Here is Joao Cancelo now. Oh, it's a great cut-in. It's a good pass. De Bruyne might fancy the shot. He does! Wide. You know, I fancy De Bruyne from that range to find the back of the net. He had the option of Foden down his right-hand side. He thought the space has opened up for the shot. I think he's made the correct choice to have that shot. The space is there. It's wide and it's miles wide that it's dragged. Proper dragged. Goal kick. Headed clear by Cancelo. Here's Grealish picking the ball up. He's got De Bruyne. If he wants to use him on the right, he's not got control of the ball. He does now. Cross comes in and it's going to be picked up by Fabianski in goal. Always worthwhile putting them balls into the box. We've now got 6'4" Erling Haaland in the box to head them in. So always good. Mixed Sid, what are you planning for what you're looking at? Let me know. I know for your Deepdale vlogs and everything, the iPhone won't cut it for it, but you can take cameras in at Deepdale. So that'd hopefully work a treat. I like Wembley because let cameras in as well. Can always get good vlogs at Wembley with the cameras let in. Grealish pinging that ball. Good cut out that from West Ham and picked up well by West Ham now. We're in the first 15 minutes here. It is West Ham United 0, Manchester City 0. Launched forward by West Ham. Offside flag goes up. Manchester City will have themselves a free kick against Manuel Lanzini. The season, of course, for the Premier League starting a week early. The EFL season started a week early as well. Their season started right at the end of July. That is down to the scheduling for the upcoming Winter World Cup, which will be taking place from the middle of November through to December. We won't have Premier League action and Manchester City action past, is it November 18th? Is ringing a bell in my head sometime around then. I don't think we'll have any action for that weekend, so I think it's the weekend before, the 11th or 12th or whenever it is, will be the last game before we have the Winter World Cup, and then we won't have resumption of the Premier League season until Boxing Day. So a month and a half away without Manchester City is going to be a long, long time. So I've been thinking to myself, what we're going to do for JSGC, Man City fan channel, during that time when Man City aren't playing. I'm thinking of adapting the content, and we're going to move towards World Cup content because we all love a good World Cup. I'm hoping I'll have more time to be able to get more watch-alongs for you guys. If we can have watch-alongs of all the big games and the England games and everything, then I'll be very content with that. As we're now up to 62 lives, we've got 65 people in the room. So hello, welcome everybody. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying the content. Do leave a thumbs up as well. 100 likes is the aim. We're now 38 likes away from that as De Bruyne has got hold of the ball here. Across comes in via a deflection and City have a corner. So I can give a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description, also in the live chat. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, the latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, and all your good footballing needs. The link to that is in the description and also in the live chat. It's a free app to download, and anyone that does download OneFootball using my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. As a Phil Foden corner comes in, straight into the hands of Fabianski. It's not a very good corner, and West Ham can escape from there. So Declan Rice has picked this ball up for West Ham. And West Ham looking to just try and build something and push forward. They spent a lot of time camped in their own half. They've attacked for 2 or 3 minutes, the first 2 or 3 minutes, and had a couple of good opportunities, but since then, not really seen them do anything. As the ball just, pinged out of play, and it's a throw into Manchester City just inside the West Ham half. Here's Cancelo. Gives it to Ake. Ederson picks this ball up. Gives it to Ruben Dias now. Walker to Dias. Rodri. Been comfortable on the ball for Manchester City, which has been good. I didn't think our passing was amazing last week and our ball movement weren't amazing. It weren't like a normal Man City match, yet this has felt more like a normal Manchester City performance. We've just not been clinical and put our opportunity away as of yet. And as I always say, first goal scorer very important. It's a good ball in that from Grealish, dealt with in the end by West Ham. It is picked up by Foden. De Bruyne pings another ball in, headed clear by West Ham. They've won 2 of the balls forward. Manchester City have picked that ball up and they've got it into space. Here's Jack Grealish now. Once more, he's got a big second season coming here for Manchester City with the sale of Jesus and Sterling. There's plenty more minutes for him and he'll need to grab them with all opportunities and with both hands there. As Gundogan was looking to play a 1-2 with De Bruyne. It's picked off by West Ham and they can clear their lines. They've got it forward. Antonio would bulldoze in and bulldozed past Joao Cancelo there. Nathan Ake does mop up for Manchester City in the end and he gets it back to Ederson in goal as we're through nearly 20 minutes here at the London Stadium. It is West Ham United 0, Manchester City 0. Here is Walker to De Bruyne. Walker once more to De Bruyne. Here is Rodri. That's a good pass and Cancelo's in a bit of space. He gets it to the right-hand side. Here's Foden. Cross comes in and a flick on. I think they've just missed Erling Haaland's head there to stop it going 1-0 to Manchester City. It's just past the post. Interesting to see if Haaland's got a touch on this or not. I don't think he has. I think it's just too far ahead of Haaland's head for him to just move that ball. It was just beyond Haaland. That's good play, that, from Manchester City. Really good play. Everton closing in on the signing of Connor Cody from Wolverhampton Wanderers. According to Sky Sports, that's interesting. Here's Haaland. Grealish. De Bruyne. Edge of the West Ham penalty area. West Ham working hard here to push City back. Here's Gundogan on the left wing. Mentioned that before. He seems to be drifting out to the left more and more. Walker pings a ball in. Great ball to De Bruyne now on the left wing. He can cross it in. It's deep and fisted clear by Fabianski. Took a foot to the rib there. Tries the referee's not blowing his whistle. I think he has now. And we do have a stoppage. Fabianski. It's Haaland's foot. I think the ball was there to be won by Haaland, if I'm honest. Said it's quite warm in London. It's been 20, 21 here today. Been nice. A little drinks break for the players. Halfway through the game. A convenient time to stop the game. Oh, we should be there in Qatar. 31 degrees it is out on the pitch. Very hot, so they're having a little drinks break. I think that's a purposefully stopped drinks break. They know what they're doing. That's a good point. Transfer videos based on the World Cup would be good. What players have stood out? What players should Man City target from the World Cup? What players are performing well? How Man City players are performing at the World Cup? They're good video ideas, actually. Thank you very much, Mixed. Steal them. Excuse me. Some JSGC football content for the World Cup. I'm waiting for one of my sponsors to pay me and send me out to Qatar, but not hit me up yet. Not yet. But if they do want to send me, let me know. As we are nearing in on 100 likes, slowly but surely getting there. 33 likes to go to 100 likes. Any help towards that will be much appreciated. Do subscribe as well if you're new around here. Fabianski will take the drop ball, and West Ham have got the ball back once more here through 24 minutes. West Ham 0, Manchester City 0. And that's the throw-in for City. Yeah, referee Michael Oliver gives Man City the throw-in. City have had 84% possession so far in this game. Yeah, I could argue that West Ham have had the best chance for Antonio's clean connected header in the second minute. Other than that, a cross which nearly found the head of Haaland and De Bruyne's shot, which really should have found the target that was dragged wide, have been the opportunity so far in this game. I'll bring my camera forward. I just feel like I'm very far away from you guys. So I'll just bring that forward a little bit. Might just help. I can just... There we go. That's better. That's better. I like that. Okay. Here is Ederson. Dinks the ball over to Grealish. Here is Gundogan. Ake now for Man City. Ever reliable Nathan Ake. Heavily linked with a move to Chelsea this summer. Didn't happen. And I'm thankful for that. I think he's going to have a very important season for Manchester City, in particular if a left back isn't signed. Very important that we keep hold of him. Here's Diaz then. Gives the ball to Silky Ilkay. He comes forward. Who's in space? Cancelo's got a bit of space. Played in central midfield, Joao Cancelo here first half. Isn't he? Drop of hair there. And very long on top. Like it needs a little trim. Here is City coming forward once more. Walker it was. Gives the ball to Ake. Jack Grealish now. Need somebody to drop deep here, because City have just been forced back. They use the width well, though. Here's Jack Grealish. Can come forward now. Haaland. That's a good pass to Gundogan. He's in. Squares it across. 1-0. Kevin De Bruyne. I think the flag might be up. It is well worked by Manchester City, as Gary Neville just said. So let's have a look. Yeah, Gundogan's miles offside. Don't get excited. 0-0. Good play that from Manchester City, though. Doesn't need to take any time, as Fabianski's... I think he might be coming off here, Fabianski. Entourage included on a trip to Qatar. See what I can do. Yeah, Fabianski's coming off and Areola's coming on for West Ham. As we're up to 70 likes, 30 likes to go, everybody. So, 28 minutes in, 0-0. City have just found the back of the net, but Gundogan offside in the build-up. Correct decision made by the linesman. And Alphonse Areola comes on. First of 5 subs allowed that. About 28 likes away. Decent stuff. Here's Jack Grealish bringing Manchester City forward here. Had a good game so far. Grealish, Cancelo's played well. Takes him on the outside, twists in into the box. Cross comes in. It's not a great one. Headed clear. No one was there. Walker now towards Foden. Cresswell will step in front. Dias will win that header. Foden will get it under control. He'll keep hold of the ball as well. It's good play from Foden. Antonio's now down. And Dias is going to kick the ball out. Full of injuries at the moment. Struggling to get any momentum. What's he feeling there? Is his knee? It's Antonio's knee. Not good. How's he done that? Challenging in the air with Rodri. Just landed awkwardly on his knee, and he's already got a knee bandaged up. Is that one that is bandaged up? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, pulled something there, Antonio. Walking very gingerly. He's going to try and run it off, though. We do get play a minute later. We're back underway. Ederson's got the ball for City. Gives it to Nathan Ake then. Halfway inside the Manchester City half. We're 31 minutes in here at the London Stadium. West Ham 0, Manchester City 0. City have found the back of the net, but it was offside in the build-up from Ilkay Gundogan. It was De Bruyne that put the ball in the back of the net. It was offside. Here is Jack Grealish, left wing. Gives it to Joao Cancelo now. Centralising himself. Here is Rodri to Kyle Walker. Not got anywhere to go. Only to Ruben Dias, who's got to go backwards. West Ham holding firm with their position. City have to be a bit craftier, a bit smarter, a bit trickier. They want to work their way around. There's been lots of turns of the elbows and the turn of the shoulder. There's been lots of 1-2s being played by Manchester City. Here's Cancelo now. To Jack Grealish. Cancelo once more. Gundogan now. Foden's made a run. He's not used him. Here is Ruben Dias. Has to go backwards. Kyle Walker is behind him as well. So was thinking about going backwards. He's going to spread the play instead with a poor ball to Jack Grealish. And it's out of play for a throw-in to West Ham United. There's Mark Noble's now up in the stands. Retired at the end of last season. Playing 18 seasons for West Ham from 2004 to 2022. City worked really hard to get hold of the ball there. Ruben Dias now. Nearly taken out. The frustration. Is that Fornals that weren't happy with that then? Here is Rodri. Walker. De Bruyne. That's a good pass into space, and Walker ended up taking Haaland for pace there, but Areola's off the line quick, and he'll take control of the ball. It can't be easy for Areola because, of course, he'll have done his warm-ups and everything, but he's been sat on the bench dormant for 30 minutes before Fabianski's come off injured, so all of his build-up that he's had won't be as fresh. Might be a little stiff, so I imagine he'll be working hard to try and loosen up over half-time. knowing that he's going to be finishing this game as Rodri goes down. Free kick here. Manchester City just outside of the centre circle inside West Ham's half. City wanted to take it quick. Ruben Dias can eventually pass it. He gives it to Nathan Ake. Here is Joao Cancelo now. Three shots apiece for both teams. No shots on target. City have found the back of the net, but it was offside. 0-0. Not the greatest match here. 2-0 the creator going for. I'm going for 2-1 Manchester City. We're 25 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do subscribe to my channel as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link in the description and also in the live chat. As we have got over 60 people tuning in at the moment, which is brilliant. So, welcome, everybody. Gundogan plays a passage towards Haaland. He goes down. Penalty, ref. Penalty is brought down. Areola brings down Erling Haaland. He rounds the goalkeeper. It's a big right hand on his foot. Legs him up. Goal scoring opportunity. Surely a card of some kind here, referee. And who's going to take the penalty? Great pass from Gundogan. Looked like there was too much power on it. Oh, he's taking him out, Haaland there. It's a yellow card, in my opinion, that as well. Haaland did everything he can to get that under control. Brought down. Penalty Manchester City here. And this is vital if we can score this. Get that opening goal. Puts all the pressure onto West Ham. Who's going to take? That's the question. That is the question. Haaland. Can he get his first Man City goal? Or has he caught the Man City penalty curse? He wants his first goal for Manchester City. He wants his first goal in the Premier League. Haaland takes a few steps back. Huff of the cheeks. Runs up. Haaland. Who else but Erling Haaland does his celebration? Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 Manchester City. And it's Erling Haaland with the first Premier League goal for Manchester City of the season. And with his first goal for Manchester City in a competitive game as well. Get in, Erling Haaland. Let's go. It's a good penalty. Low, hard. You aren't saving them. You are not saving them. Have we found ourselves a penalty taker? That is the question. Get in. Get in. I love that. I love that a lot. Haaland gets his tally for Manchester City up and away. Long in the distant memory, the Community Shield, and then misses last week. We'll drink to Haaland's first goal. Love that. Here's Foden now. Try and get that killer second goal. Treat this like any other game. Get that first goal push, get that second. Here is Gundogan. Rodri now. Interesting if Mahrez is on the pitch. And Haaland, who takes the penalties? Will it be Mahrez or will it be Haaland? Mahrez has scored some very important penalties. He's missed penalties before for us, of course. But he's scored some very important ones. Ball gets played over the top. Here is Haaland now up against Johnson. Wins that foot race. Turns. He's full of confidence now. Here is Foden. Tries to play a ball in. Haaland tries to pick that up over Johnson. And I think a free kick's going to be given to Manchester City now. Eventually, it is pulled back by the referee. And that's good refereeing from Michael Oliver. Good refereeing. Looking for the advantage. There wasn't the advantage. So, comes back for the free kick. Declan Rice on Phil Foden. So, this is a dangerous area. Is it too far out for a shot? Doesn't look it. Not for someone of the quality of Gundogan or De Bruyne. It's one of them that you need to get it up and down, moving with pace, with power and precision. This is a difficult opportunity to score from here. Gundogan's taking a couple of steps. He's having words with De Bruyne. They might fancy a ball to the back post here, you know. It's Gundogan with a low shot. Blocked. Not a good attempt. Foden will pick the ball up for Manchester City. De Bruyne has had to move all the way back, furthest man back, so he can make that pass to Ederson to take that sting away from Manchester City. Here is De Bruyne getting the ball back off Ederson now at right back. Gives the ball to Kyle Walker playing at centre back, who should be at right back, and De Bruyne should be further upfield in central midfield. Welcome to Manchester City under Pep Guardiola, ladies and gentlemen. 24 likes. We've done well. Can we get to 100 likes before half time? That is the question. That'd be great. Here is Gundogan now. Spreads the play really well. Foden takes that touch. Oh, he does so well, Phil Foden. The cross comes in. It's deep. Headed clear. And West Ham can get control and hack that clear. Diaz high foot there against Antonio. He's claiming it's come round him rather than over him. But referee, high foot there. He's going to give a free kick for that, isn't he? In the Premier League, definitely, as we're entering in towards the 40th minute. West Ham United 0. Manchester City 1 here in the Premier League at the London Stadium. First game of the season, opening game of the Premier League weekend. Sorry, opening game of the Premier League. And our first game, no, I don't know where I'm going with that. Scrap it. Scrap. Don't need it. 23 likes to go. We've got 75 people watching. I'm sure there's 23 people watching right now who haven't left a thumbs up. So if you all leave a thumbs up right now, we'll hit 100 likes. And we can have a little celebration on that. That would be fantastic. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. That'd be much appreciated. We've got plenty of Manchester City content coming throughout the season. It's a great turn of the shoulder from Jack Grealish. And he's got a bit of space here. Doesn't know where he's going with it. Should get the call from Cancelo. He picks it up into the penalty area. He's not got it through the legs. And West Ham can bring that ball away. Gundogan should mop that up, though. And City should get the ball, and they do. De Bruyne has just moved into a little bit of space. Here is Gundogan. De Bruyne once more. Gives it to Diaz. Back to to De Bruyne. He's going to use Ilkay Gundogan now. Interesting, Bernardo Silva doesn't start today. Tactical, maybe. Want someone a little bit more direct. Rather than someone that pokes into the hold, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't think it'll be transfer related, as Barcelona haven't actually made the bid. There's a bid pending, but they haven't made that bid yet to unsettle the player. So I don't think that's the reason. Surely just tactical. I don't think it's injury related either, as he is on the bench. Anyway, Cancelo pings the ball left to right. Foden picks that ball up. Oh, it's a great back heel. De Bruyne, a little bit of space. Edge of the penalty area. Why is nobody there? Why is nobody there to follow that in at the edge of the penalty area and put their laces through that and fire that into the top corner? Didn't look like Rodri got the ball then, but referee's not giving a free kick against him on Antonio, and City can have the ball back once more. Here is Cancelo. Into space. He does shoot, and it's wide. As we're now 17 likes away from 100. I imagine Pep will say it's justified not starting Bernardo because it is Gundogan's pass that led to Haaland picking up the ball to be fouled for the penalty. So he'll say that's justification to start Gundogan ahead of Bernardo Silva. And sort of Gundogan's quality, I was just speaking about it earlier, Bernardo Silva potentially leaving. Well, we do have Ilkay Gundogan that can come in for Manchester City. And if that is the case, he's top class. He walks into every other midfield in the Premier League. No other team would have Ilkay Gundogan as their rotated player, but Man City's quality is so high that Gundogan is that, and he's unlucky because he's a brilliant player, been demonstrated here in this game. It's not a great ball forward for Manchester City. It is picked up by West Ham. West Ham can just work their ball to the right hand side. Lanzini's got the ball, played down the flank. A bit of defending there for Nathan Ake to do, and gets a goal kick off Bowen as well. Nathan Ake, brilliant player. Nathan Ake over the last 8 months or so has to be the most improved player at Manchester City. There was a time when Nathan Ake was on that team sheet and teams were thinking, there's that weak link at Manchester City. Not anymore. He is a brilliant, brilliant player. Ever since that Atletico game where he's picked up the confidence playing on the left-hand side. We've not got Laporte, he's injured. Stones hasn't got his match sharpness. Nathan Ake's starting. No problem at all. Because he's brilliant. Good in the air, good with his feet, good at reading as well. Everyone feels comfortable having Nathan Ake around. West Ham just working their way back into this game and getting a bit of possession now. Just starting to get some passes. Forcing Man City back. Here's Declan Rice. Oh, great touch from Joao Cancelo. This has been a very fluent performance. Not been brilliant in attack and putting our opportunities away. But overall, Man City, the touches, the passing, movement of the ball, it's looked pretty good. You wouldn't think that this was the first game of the season in the Premier League. You wouldn't think that we've not really had any competitive games and we've only had 2 games in pre-season and a Community Shield game coming into this. We look pretty sharp. We look pretty good. I do think after 3 or 4 games, I think Man City will be well within their rhythm by the end of August. So far so good in this game. We're heading towards added time for the first half. We've got 10 seconds or so left of the first half before we're going to added on time. And it's 4 minutes. 4 more minutes then, ladies and gentlemen. That gives us 4 minutes to get to 100 likes. 16 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here's Grealish. Tries to play one over. Can't. De Bruyne is sneaking around. Wants a free kick. Up you get. Not a free kick. Michael Oliver officiated this game very well so far in the first half. Here is Cancelo now for Manchester City. Gundogan, Grealish. Back to Cancelo. Gundogan once more. Cancelo plays the ball backward. Man City here just after a bit of ball retention to put the pressure on. Here is Ilkay Gundogan now. To Nathan Ake. Ruben Dias. Walker back to Ruben Dias. 3 minutes left of the first half here. Been good from Manchester City and, in my opinion, deserving of their lead. Ake, picked up by West Ham. Couldn't get control of it there, City, and Bowen can bring West Ham into possession. Here is Zuma. Rice, Johnson. Rice once more, being put under pressure. It's a great drop of the shoulder from West Ham. It's good play, this. City just need to be careful. 2.5 minutes remaining of the first half. That'll be a free kick as well in a silly area. Cancelo with a little push on Bowen. Says, go and see. Pushing. Put your hands and do that. Anyway, 15 likes to go. Any help towards that would be much appreciated, everybody. I think Cancelo's going to go in the book. Yeah, he's talked himself into the book. Probably for signalling to the linesman, get some glasses, you need to see. Cheap yellow card, that. And Cancelo's first yellow card of the season. And Man City's first yellow card of the season. And Bowen stood over what is a dangerous free kick to whip a ball in right before half-time and give West Ham an undeserved equaliser if they can get their head onto this. That's a terrible ball in. De Bruyne heads that clear. Doesn't even beat the first man. That's really poor from Jarrod Bowen. Ball gets pinged back in. Picked off by Ederson. He's going to get Manchester City going. Here is De Bruyne to Grealish. He's got the overlap of De Bruyne if he wants to use him. He wanted to use him. It's not a good pass from Grealish. Pep shouted, what was that? Not happy with that. Not too sure if he's happy with the pass or whether he's not happy with De Bruyne not making the run, but there we go. Sloppy in possession from Manchester City, and with a minute left, I think Pep will be very angry if West Ham can muster themselves up an opportunity here. Here is Declan Rice now inside the West Ham half. He is with his back to Manchester City players, is where you want Declan Rice, really. Don't want him to be able to pivot and move the ball forward. That's a poor ball given away from West Ham, though. They've given it to De Bruyne. Don't want to be doing that too often. Here is Haaland now, just on the outside of the penalty area, flicked on by Foden. And City are almost just trying to get too smart. Crossing position here for Walker. It's not a bad ball in, headed clear and out for a throw-in. With 20 seconds remaining, I'd be launching a little long throw towards the near post, get big Haaland's head on it. Not really got much time for anything else. Go get something into the box here. They're wasting their own time here, City. He's looking for De Bruyne. It's picked off by Rice, and that will be half-time. So it is at the London Stadium here in the opening game for Manchester City and West Ham of the Premier League season. It's West Ham United 0, Manchester City 1, and it is Erling Haaland that has grabbed the opening goal for Manchester City from the penalty spot after a good through ball from Ilkay Gundogan was played to Haaland, and it was brought down by the substitute goalkeeper Areola after Fabianski went off injured before, and Haaland slotted the ball away into the back of the net with a really good penalty to give Manchester City the lead. But it is only half the job done. We do have another half coming of football, 45 more minutes to go, and if I'm Man City now, I'm heading in at half time. I'm saying better link up play, more clinical in front of goal, and push and do everything they can to get that killer second goal. That's what Manchester City need to do going forward into the second half. West Ham will be looking to try and get some opportunities to try and make things happen, but at the moment, not really linking up too well for them. So, guys, I do have some halftime entertainment, which I am going to put on for you guys very quickly. I'll just go and freshen up, and then we'll be ready for some halftime analysis and also scores from around the grounds as well as some interaction as well. Before I do any of that, though, do make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do leave a thumbs up as well. We're 11 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries, and also don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts of what you made of the first half in the live chat. Elric, thanks very much for tuning in from Norway. Insanely happy there. Haaland getting his first Premier League goal and on debut too. We're very happy as Man City fans to have Haaland here. Of course, with the associations with Alfie Haaland, and of course, ecstatic that he's getting his tally underway. So that is brilliant. And also, don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring today's video. If you want to go and check that out, the link to that is in the description and also in the live chat. Anyone that does download OneFootball using my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. It does keep these videos coming for you guys. OneFootball is a free app to download and will also keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, latest scores, results, statistics, and also will be providing my half-time analysis for you guys in just a jiffy. But in the meantime, we've got half-time entertainment provided for by my partner channel Mixid. Once more, link is in the description if you want to go and check him out and like and subscribe over there. That'd be much appreciated. This is him showing you how to drink absinthe properly.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, and today's video, guys, I'm going to show you how to drink absinthe properly. So to make an absinthe cocktail, it is a 5-to-1 ratio of absinthe to cold water. So back in the day, it was a very popular spirit back in the 1840s, dating back to the 19th century. It had a market like Van Gogh, Zola. They all loved absinthe back in the day, and of course Ernest Hemingway as well. But it's very popular with the Bohemian crowd in Paris. With the French crowd, and it had a reputation. Of course, the wine companies didn't like this, of course, and of course made up a load of myths about it. It has its reputation to this day. But of course, in the last 15 years, it is coming back with a bang. Absinthe, it's no longer banned in these countries. And fun fact, absinthe was never ever banned in the UK, unlike the US, France, across Europe as well. And it doesn't deserve this reputation why it got banned. Like I said, the wine companies did lie about it, like with wormwood, hallucinogenic effects, and it's just not true at all, and it doesn't deserve the bad rep it gets. It's a very strong drink, but you can enjoy it in cocktails in the right amount. So this, guys, is the absinthe cocktail. Let's get right into it. So as you can see, guys, I'm going to use a Pernod because it is the original of absinthe. Because they're the first ones to market, and I will use the recipe dating back to 1805. And now pour the cold water over the sugar cube. Now I'll just give it a little bit of a stir. So that is how you make an absinthe cocktail. Simple as that. 5-to-1 ratio. How does it taste? Very nice, that. Very nice. And it's simple as that, because it's a very nice drink. So Cancelo makes some lovely cocktails with it, like the Corpse Reviver or the Sazerac. Because it's many things it's useful for, absinthe, and used correctly it is a beautiful spirit as well, because it has that famous taste. Because with this one using Pernod, it has that nice licorice aftertaste. But that's a very nice cocktail, and I certainly recommend it if you don't have one to your bar. Add a bottle of absinthe. As you can see, guys, I've got the Pernod absinthe, and I've got the La Vie Parisienne absinthe superior. Does absinthe deserve bad reputation? Not at all. That's a delicious drink, but don't forget to like and subscribe to Mix It for more drinks videos like this, or cocktail videos, and I will see you guys for the next cocktail video. Cheers.
Oh, everyone will be wondering, where did JSGC go? All you need to know, JSGC is back. And thank you very much to Mixed for providing today's halftime entertainment for you guys. Rightio then, everybody. Let's have a look at the stats for this game and how this game is going. So using today's video, sponsor, of course, OneFootball, link in the description, also in the live chat. to have a look at how this game is going for Man City at this moment in time. So currently nearly 79% possession for Manchester City compared with 21%. Excuse me. For West Ham. Duels won, very strong from City, nearly 67% compared with 33% for West Ham. Aerial duels, very good from Man City as well, at 81.6% compared with 18.2% for West Ham. Offside, one apiece for both teams, and one corner apiece. That's surprising, only 2 corners in this game so far, but there we go. In terms of attacking stats for this game, the most important stat of the game is goals. It reads West Ham 0, Manchester City 1. In terms of total shots though, 3 shots for West Ham, none on target. Manchester City, 6 shots, 1 on target. Only one goal, 1 shot on target, and that happened to be the goal from the penalty spot. Both teams need to be clinical going into the second half. In terms of defensive stats, 4 tackles for West Ham, 2 for Manchester City. Tackle completion rate for both teams at 50%. More clearances and more interceptions for West Ham. No surprise going off them stats with possession, with 10 clearances and 7 interceptions for West Ham and 4 clearances and 1 interception for Manchester City. What does make very interesting reading is the distribution stats though. 106 passes by West Ham at a pass completion rate of just below 70%, whereas Manchester City 403 passes at a pass completion rate of just below 93% there. So excellent in terms of their distribution from Manchester City. What hasn't been so strong in terms of distribution is our crosses. 4 crosses for West Ham, connecting with 2. That big chance, of course, for Antonio in the second minute at 50% cross completion rate. Man City with 12 crosses at a cross completion rate of just 8%. Yeah, we're back to that again. That's a very familiar feel, this. It's the Man City of every other season that we've had under Pep Guardiola. In terms of discipline, 3 fouls apiece for both teams and 1 yellow card at the moment. And that is, of course, for Joao Cancelo going to the linesman. Can you see that? Does he need glasses? Funny. Could be a waste of a yellow card though. And in terms of the goal for Man City at the moment, Erling Haaland from the penalty spot. Gundogan played that through ball in, of course, which was picked up by Haaland. He tried to round substitute goalkeeper Areola after Fabianski went off injured. He grabbed hold of his leg. Down he goes. Penalty given. I'm surprised he wasn't carded for it, but there we go. And Manchester City converted it to the goalkeeper's right-hand side, right into the bottom corner. Good penalty from Haaland. His account's underway. Man City's account is underway, and that is where we're live for this game at the moment. In terms of stats for in terms of betting odds, 33-1 for West Ham to win this game in the second half. Man City are 16-1 on to keep hold of this lead or extend their lead and pick up any victory of any kind, and a draw is 8-1. So going around the grounds using OneFootball, today's video sponsor. So we'll start in the Premier League. It finished earlier. Leicester City 2, Brentford 2. In looking at the game itself, Leicester were 2-0 up. It was Castagne giving them the lead before Dewsbury Hall extended that lead to 2-0 just after half time. Ivan Toney got Brentford back in it in the 62nd minute before Josh Da Silva scoring with 4 minutes left to complete the comeback there for Brentford. And at Old Trafford, this is hilarious. Manchester United 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 2. It was Pascal Gross getting both them goals in the 30th and 39th minute, put Manchester United up against it. And then Alexis McAllister, an own goal in the 68th minute, was Manchester United's route back into the game, but wasn't enough for them to pick up anything, and they have lost at home to Brighton, which is hilarious. I'll repeat it again just in case you missed it. That's right, Manchester United have lost at home to Brighton. Here at West Ham, it is currently West Ham 0, Manchester City 1, 36th minute penalty for Erling Haaland giving us the lead. Going elsewhere around the ground, Scottish Premiership, it's finished Hibernian 1, Hearts and Midlothian 1 in the Edinburgh Derby. It's finished Dundee United 0, Livingston 1 as well in the SPFL. Heading over to Germany, full-time Stuttgart 1, Leipzig 1, and currently half-time Köln 0, Schalke 0. Heading in to France in Ligue 1, it's finished Toulouse 1, Nice 1, Angers 0, Nantes 0, Lens 3, Brest 2, Lille 4, Auxerre 1, Montpellier 3, Troyes 2. Currently, latest score in the 72nd minute, it is Rennes 0, Lorient 1. And later on at 7:45 p.m. BST, you've got Olympique Marseille taking on Rennes. In the Eredivisie, full-time scores finished FC Groningen 2, FC Volendam 2, NEC Breda 0, FC Twente 1, and Vitesse Arnhem 2, Feyenoord 5. It's currently in the 90th minute. AZ Alkmaar 2, Go Ahead Eagles 0. And that keeps you guys up to date from around Europe with all the latest scores. So guys, 97 likes with 3 away from 100 likes. Let's hit them 100 likes now. Let's have a little celebration before we crack on with the live watch along for the second half. That would be absolutely brilliant. Keep yourself hydrated. It is a hot day today. It'll be even hotter next week. Like I said, currently 20 degrees. Not a bad day at all. Next weekend, going to looking at near 30 degrees. Let's just have a look what it is going to be like. Yeah, going to be hot. Pretty hot. As we're now 1 like away from 100 likes. Who wants to be the first 100th like of the season for the live streams? Let's go and hit that. That would be brilliant. As the players are making their way back out of the tunnel, the bubbles are blowing and West Ham ready to try and challenge Manchester City more in the second half. Man City are already out on the field. Erling Haaland ready to go. As we do hit 100 likes now, so thank you very much for that. Let's have a little celebration by having a drink to that. 100 likes already. And we've not even got the second half underway yet. So thank you, everybody, for that. Thank you to everybody that has interacted so far and left the thumbs up. Legends, much appreciated. 150 likes. That'd be a great start to the season. As West Ham get us underway for the second half. They're attacking from right to left. City attacking from left to right. Doesn't look like any subs have been made at half time. Here's Grealish into the penalty area. Haaland tries to exchange it back to Grealish and Declan Rice will mop that up. Man City be good in the first 5 minutes if we could get that killer second goal and put West Ham under all kinds of bother. Would be great. Here's Ruben Dias then for Manchester City. To Diaz back to Walker. Working it backwards at the mo. Here's Diaz. Ederson now. Here's Foden. On the right wing, nothing much happening at the mo. There's an overlap of Walker. He's got a crossing position here. I don't think he's going to cross it though. No. Here's Foden and working it instead. And De Bruyne just flicks it towards the back post. No one's there. And out of play for a goal kick. Does eat at the minutes, though. Tony, thanks very much for turning up and liking. Much appreciated. Areola launches it. His distribution seems a little bit stronger than that of Fabianski earlier. Anyway, throwing Manchester City given after there was a challenge in the air. Both players appealing for it. Goes Manchester City's way. And Cancelo's going to take it for City. Gives it to Gundogan. Here's Cancelo. Gundogan now. Works it well to Ruben Dias. He can bring the ball forward for Manchester City. Gives it to Foden on the right-hand side. Into the West Ham half. He gives it to Kyle Walker. Excuse me. Very interested in the wing-backs for City today. Both been told to cut into the centre. Here's Gundogan. To Rodri. Just about enough on that to find Foden. He's got De Bruyne ahead of him. He's got Walker to one side. Haaland's further up. Goes backwards instead. Here's Ruben Dias for Manchester City to Nathan Ake. City just knocking it around. It's a heavy pass that. And Nathan Ake off balance slices that and out of play for a throw into West Ham. A bit of a cheap giveaway that. Here is Zuma. Wants to take on De Bruyne. Can't afford any mistakes at the back here, West Ham. Do all right. And Antonio takes a heavy touch under pressure and out of play for a throw into Manchester City. How can David Moyes get West Ham back into this game? That's the question. Oh, no. That's somehow found its way through to Aaron Cresswell at the back. And eventually cleared by Areola. That was a bit weird from West Ham anyway. Rodri gets his foot onto it. Declan Rice gets it up into the air. And West Ham should come away with the ball here. Rice under pressure. Gives it to Cresswell. Given away by Cresswell. Here is Walker. He goes down. Doesn't get a free kick. I think he's got a free kick against Lanzini. Taken quickly by Rodri. And Diaz can give it to Ake after Lanzini threw a little tantrum then, shall we say. Here's Grealish then. Back to Nathan Ake. Ruben Dias gives it back to Nathan Ake. Haaland gives it to Cancelo. Here's Ederson. Need a better pass that from Haaland. Almost like he just put his foot on it and just hope for the best. Other teams will be looking to try and capitalise on such a heavy pass. Here's Rodri. Gives it to Grealish now. There's the overlap of Gundogan. Might he go first time? He does. Driving towards Haaland. Johnson gets his foot onto it. Cleared for West Ham. Picked up by Pablo Fornals now. And passed into space towards Bowen. And Ake can get his foot onto it, and that's out of play for a throw into West Ham. Very close, hard-fought first 6 minutes, this. We know West Ham away is not an easy game. Here's Zuma to Areola. Goes long. Won well in the air by Fornals. Grealish takes the touch and passes it back to Ederson. And City can have the ball back. City, of course, attacking where the away fans are for the second half. Not the greatest ball out from City. Header was won by West Ham. And Rodri does really well. Haaland wanted that pass then. He doesn't get it. He's not happy about it there, Haaland. We saw that a few times last week against Liverpool in the Community Shield, where he wants it played to his feet, he wants it played forward, give him something to run onto. Cried for that ball then, didn't get it. Walker to Foden. Walker, De Bruyne now, going backwards. Diaz to Rodri. I think Haaland doesn't want to be patient, he just wants it now. He's very direct. Here is Ake. I think Man City are just happy to keep hold of possession and dominate that way. And that's given away cheaply. West Ham may have got an opportunity. It looks like it's hit his hand. Playing on here. And comes to the edge of the penalty area and Declan Rice puts it into the stand. Chance that for West Ham. I would have been very unhappy because it looked like handball, clear handball in the build-up. There's a real chance that for Rice. That was very interesting, that from Sky Sports then. They said the only time Pep Guardiola has had everyone available for selection during pre-season has been when City hit the 100 points. Every other season, he's not had everyone available to him. It's worked well by De Bruyne to get the ball back for City there. And that's a great tackle from Rice on Phil Foden. Zuma switches play really well. Cresswell. It's not a great ball. And Ederson dropped that. Here's De Bruyne. Ball's just chucked out to De Bruyne. That's a poor pass from Kevin. Really poor. Simple pass, not made and given away. City just need to focus here as a long-range shot comes in. Blocked by Rodri. Declan Rice gathers that up. Given away. Rodri can pick that up for Manchester City. To Haaland. Gundogan now gets a touch on that. Here's Haaland picking it up. Passes to De Bruyne. There's space. Here's Haaland. Gives it to Gundogan. Tries to go back to Haaland. It wasn't there. Gundogan had better having a shot himself. And West Ham nearly undone from Manchester City's good play. West Ham growing in confidence though. They're playing these balls through. The diagonal ball comes forward towards Ederson. Plays the pass. It's not a good pass. And a cheap throw-in given away. So it's not linking up as fluent as what it could be here for Manchester City. West Ham growing into this game. Couple more subs being made here by West Ham. Of course, allowed 5 subs now. So these are their second and third changes. Antonio's coming off. First of them, 2 subs being made. And it's Samaka coming on for Antonio. And Benrahma is also coming on for West Ham. Said Benrahma. He comes on for Lanzini. Here's Johnson for West Ham. The ball over the top. Ake kind of deals with it. Cancelo can pick that loose ball up. Tries to pass and find Grealish, but too much on it, and it's out of play for a throw-in. Here's Zuma. Goes back to Areola. Nothing too much happening think City just looking to try and calm this down over the last minute or so. Long ball forward from West Ham's picked off by Cancelo. Here's Rodri. So just looking to try and calm this down. Here's the initial press from West Ham now. Played into space by Manchester City. Ruben Dias. To Rodri. Thomas, man of the match so far. That's a weak shove in the back on Johnson. It's out of play for a corner after he wanted a free kick from a shove from Ilkay Gundogan. Man of the match so far. I think, it's a good question. I would probably give it to Haaland because he's got that all-important goal, which could be very telling. And it's not easy from the penalty spot to score your first goal, so I'd go for Haaland. He hasn't played a bad game at all, actually. I think Gundogan's had a pretty good game. Grealish has had a pretty good game. Cancelo, up until a couple of minutes ago, has been having a pretty good game. Poor cross from Cancelo. And out of play for a goal kick. Areola goes long. Headed clear by Dias to De Bruyne. One pass forward finds Foden. Tries to find Haaland. It's cut out and Declan Rice does enough to put Foden off so he can't thread the ball back through. And a heavy touch from Benrahma means Man City can have a throw-in. Midway through the West Ham half. Ball given away by Man City there. Here's Ben Johnson. Crying for support. He has to go long. It's not a bad ball forward. Ake does really well to win that in the air. West Ham want a free kick. Referee says no. Rodri now to De Bruyne. He can pivot. It's always dangerous when you're allowing De Bruyne to pivot. He feeds the ball to Jack Grealish. Here's Gundogan. Back to Grealish. Gundogan once more. Rodri's had a pretty good game, actually, to be fair. Here's De Bruyne. Dias as well. And Ake look pretty solid at the back. Ake once more. Foden and Walker looked alright as well. De Bruyne. Cancelo. Gundogan. Rodri now for Manchester City to Gundogan. De Bruyne. It's getting very technical. This to me cries out 30 minutes for Bernardo Silva. How technically gifted he is. Here is Jack Grealish to De Bruyne. Cancelo. Rodri gives it to Ruben Dias now. He's fouled by, I think it was Scamacca. And Man City can have themselves a free kick just inside the West Ham half. That Ruben Dias will take. Walker's going to take it now. Goes backwards to Dias. Here's Rodri. Good pass into space. Haaland drops deep. Helps the team out. Pep will like that. Here's Grealish to Cancelo. He's going to ping the ball to Foden. Gives it to De Bruyne. He's got a bit of space. A space at the back post. Haaland sliding in. And it... Oh, I thought it was going to be followed in by Gundogan then. But wide. Not a bad ball out from De Bruyne. And good effort from Man City. Haaland was sliding in, always stretching. It might just put off Gundogan, that slide from Haaland. Needed to shout for it, Gundogan, if he wanted it. Might just have put him off with Haaland sliding in. Frustrating, and Scamacca does really well to win that header in the air. There's space behind. More space, right-hand side. Cross comes in towards the back post. Shot comes in and a save by Ederson. There's Benrahma with the weak tame shot, but it's a shot nonetheless and a shot on target as well. City thinking about the counter-attack here. Here is Gundogan. City going at a walking pace now. Gives it to Rodri. Here is Walker. Haaland. Walker. We're at a pivotal part of this game now. Foden will do really well to keep that in. Does keep it in, but West Ham will pick that off. And they can think about launching their own attack here. But they have to go backwards. Here's Kurt Zuma being put under pressure from Haaland. Goes to Areola. It's a good pass out wide. West Ham can come forward now. Benrahma. It's got Cresswell overlapping. Uses that overlap. Cresswell goes early. Header won by West Ham. Headed clear by Manchester City though, as it was didn't really have much space to do anything with a header, but another cross will come in. Cleared by Nathan Ake. West Ham trying some crosses into the box to make something happen. Growing in confidence here. Man City need to make sure they're defending properly here, defending in numbers. Here's Declan Rice. Good crossfield pass. Here's Jarrod Bowen now. Has to go backwards. Here's Rice bursting forward to Benrahma on the left. Got Walker for company. Goes for the cross. Headed clear by Ruben Dias. Should be picked off by Gundogan. Header finds De Bruyne. Foden now to Walker. City can have the possession. Ederson goes to Ake. And he'll find Jack Grealish. That's a good find by Grealish to find Rodri and ease the pressure on Man City's back line. Here's De Bruyne now. Oh, it's a great pass. Here's Haaland. Oh, Erling Haaland! What a player he is! Doubled Manchester City's lead. He wants to run off the man. He knows what he's doing. Doubled Manchester City's lead. It's the Erling Haaland show today, everybody. Cool finish. Liverpool game seems long ago now. Doubled Manchester City's lead. That's a cool finish from Haaland. That combination. Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland, perfectly onside. Just waits for the keeper. He's on his left foot. In it goes. Bam. Just what the doctor ordered. Cracking player, Erling Haaland. Never doubted him. Good finish that from Haaland. Haaland, I think, showing the Premier League here what he can do. Can he get a hat-trick? Cracking player, isn't he? We already knew that. 100% Dale, exactly what we spoke about. I think City have learnt the lesson. I think Haaland's adapted really well. He's been dropping a bit deeper. He's not looked as frustrated. He's looked frustrated at times when the ball's not come to him. But that's where he's at his absolute best. And when we get that first goal and that space starts to open up and De Bruyne can play them passes, bam. As we do have a drinks break here, as it is so hot, over 30 degrees inside the stadium at the moment. Erling Haaland's only the second player to score twice on his Man City Premier League debut. Only Sergio Aguero has done that. Big boots to fill. Can he get a hat-trick? He's got time if Pep doesn't bring him off. He's got 23 minutes. Plenty of time. Absolute plenty of time. So, guys, leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. We've got over 100 likes. How many can we get? That's the big question. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description and also in the live chat. Here is Kyle Walker now. To Ederson. Nathan Ake with the ball. Oh, look at my bet, mate. I've got Captain Haaland serving me well. Ederson. Currently second. Doing well. Not bad. Not bad. Ah, nice. Here's Grealish. To Cancelo. Gives it to Ruben Dias. Here is Phil Foden. Walker. Diaz. Ake. Here's Cancelo. It's good work from City this. Here's Jack Grealish now. Gives it to Cancelo. Rodri. Excuse me. Here is Walker now to Rodri. Going to be intercepted by West Ham. Whoa! It's just rugby tackled Jack Grealish. Clotheslined him. Come on, ref. Literally clotheslined him. Clothesline from hell. JBL would be proud. Anyway, here's Gundogan. De Bruyne can pick this up. Back post. Just floats it towards Haaland. Headed clear by Zuma. And Haaland finds his header for his hat-trick and it's headed over the crossbar. Declan Rice now with the ball. Clothesline from hell. There were the days. Oh. Right, Pep's allowed 5 subs. Mr. No Subs. Not making any. It's Cancelo driving forward. This is where I'd be getting the likes of Wilson-Esbrand and Cole Palmer on. Here's De Bruyne, though. Wants to thread it through to Haaland. Picked off by West Ham, and that'll be a free kick against Gundogan. So there's 18 minutes. Can West Ham get back into the game? They need a goal. Not to state the obvious. Cresswell. Gets it to Benrahma. Nothing on. Declan Rice. It's a crossing opportunity. It looks miles offside. It's a great save from Ederson. I think the flag has gone up against Scamacca. Is that his name? Scamacca. It's a great save from Ederson. He is miles offside. Good header one. Good hand to it. Really good hand there. Scamacca. Signed from Sassuolo. Scored 16 goals in the Serie A last season. That's great work from Haaland, dropping deep to get that ball and ensure Man City can have the ball. Here's Rodri to De Bruyne. Ederson's shiner on his eye, yeah. Caused by Ruben Dias of everybody, of all the ones that caused it, his own player. Cancelo's on a yellow card. You have to be careful there. The ball gets played through. Miles offside again. It's Benrahma this time. I think the referee might have a word with Cancelo. As the match attendance is 62,443. Asaph, thanks very much for tuning in. What am I closing in on with my subscribers? England capacity stadiums. What are we closing in on? List of stadiums in England. So we're on 26,860 odd ish, there or thereabouts. So we can sell out Selhurst Park, and very soon we're closing in on Ashton Gate and also the Hawthorns too, which is cool. And then the Valley is 27,111. And then Carrow Road is the next one we'll be looking for. It'd be nice to hit that before the end of the transfer window. And then next stop will be Bolton Stadium. The University of Bolton Stadium. Diaz plays it into space. De Bruyne. Gives it to Foden. Here's Nathan Ake. That's a great pass into space. Haaland goes for a shot. He'll pick it up. Here's Gundogan to Haaland. Grealish. That's squared across from Gundogan. He's asking the question, why is nobody there? He has a point. Does have a point. So here's Ake then. Here is Ruben Dias to Ake. I do only give shout-outs for donations. Big shout-outs to people that are helping to support the content. But, yeah, thank you very much for subscribing. Much appreciated. I've also said hello, so it's kind of a shout-out. Anyway, De Bruyne. Gets it to Grealish. In the box. Grealish with a shot. Wide. Okay, here we go. Bernardo Silva. I said this match would suit Bernardo. And on he comes. And Julian Alvarez to make his Premier League debut coming on as well. So, Haaland going off. We're going to give him an applause. Brilliant debut. Premier League debut there for Erling Haaland. Ilkay Gundogan's the other player that goes off. Bernardo's on. The OGs. Original gangsters. OGs. That's what that stands for. That's a heavy touch. And picked up by Cancelo. Ah, it's through the legs. That's great stuff. Right, so for my bet, mate, I'm wanting De Bruyne to get an assist or score would be great. Here's Foden. Drifting, gets past Rice eventually. I've been very impressed with Declan Rice. Very impressed. It's not a great pass from City, though, and that's out of play. Yeah, I don't really get why I've dropped more points there, but there we go. Where's it going with Cancelo? Yeah. Foden. Okay, just checking my bet, mate. Right, here's Rodri. Gives it to Rodri once more. He might fancy a shot and doesn't. It's wide. Camp finished. Got 9 minutes remaining here. Man City cruising towards 3 points as it is right now. Ake gets that clear. Foden should be able to pick that ball up. Here's De Bruyne. He can have a throw. Walker gives it to Alvarez. Rodri, he's misplaced his pass there. And some defending to do. And Rodri does really well to make that back. Here's Walker and he's tackled. Scamacca up against Rodri. Forced backwards. All the way to Ben Johnson. He brings West Ham forward here. Under pressure from Alvarez. Gets it to the right-hand side. Cross can come in. Good block that from Cancelo. Here's Rice. Gives it to Cresswell. Benrahma now up against Kyle Walker. Cross goes in. That's well defended by Ruben Dias. And here is De Bruyne now to Bernardo. Grealish. Finds Bernardo. Goes back. And Cancelo can pick that ball up. Here is Rodri. Gives it to Phil Foden. There was the overlap. Could have been used by Phil then. Not his strongest game, Phil, today on the right-hand side. There we go. ASAP, thanks very much for your kind comment there. Do try the hardest with the transfer updates to make them as entertaining yet as reliable and accurate as possible. So I give my opinions. If I think something's not accurate or a bit of fake news that's been reported, I will say that. Here's Cancelo now to Ake. Back to Ederson. Okay, guys, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here as well. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description and also in the live chat. Here is Nathan Ake now to Jack Grealish. Ake once more to Rodri. He'll use Ruben Dias here. Here is Ruben Dias. Gives it to Ederson. Walker nearly got his feet muddled up. Thanks very much, Tom. Appreciate your kind comment there. Oh, gone through the back of him there. Referee's gone through the back of him. Anyway, Bernardo Silva's trying to catch Bowen up there. Makes a tackle, cracking tackle that from Bernardo. Love that. And De Bruyne is going to link gingerly. Come on, Pep. We've got 5 subs. Get them on. From the Maldives. Maldives in the room. I like it. I'm not actually asked where's everybody tuning in from. Let me know. Man City working hard here, trying to keep hold of the clean sheet. Should be a free kick, Manchester City, and is with 5 minutes remaining here at the London Stadium. West Ham 0, Manchester City 2. Foden getting a free kick there for City. Kalvin Phillips is out warming up. I think it's John Stones is out warming up. I'll be getting these players on, getting a few minutes in their legs. Oh, Palmer is going to come on. Good to see. Here's Ake. Wonder who Palmer's going to come on for. Here's Rodri. Gives it to Bernardo. He's got the overlap of Grealish if he wants to use him. Not a great ball in from Bernardo. Picked off by Kyle Walker. Here's De Bruyne. Foden. To De Bruyne. Walker. De Bruyne. Diaz now gives it to De Bruyne. Another player coming on for City. It's Mahrez going to be the next. Mahrez going to come on and Palmer. Maybe changes out wide. Maybe Grealish and Foden, maybe. Here's Bernardo to Cancelo. Here's Bernardo once more. I feel like City just going through the motions here. Good work from Foden. Drifts it out to Jack Grealish. Good touch from Grealish into Bernardo. The ball gets played across and for a corner to Manchester City. And City should be able to make their changes now. Phil Foden's going to come off for Riyad Mahrez. And the first of them subs. And De Bruyne, vice captain with Betmate's going to come off as well. Stopping my points. So it's all about defenders now. Walker, Diaz. But can Jarrod Bowen or Declan Rice do anything? They're the questions. A Diaz header now would be brilliant. And Kalvin Phillips is also going to come on for Manchester City as well. And Rodri is going to come off. So that's all the subs used by City. Fair credit, Pep. He's used all 5 of his subs. And there you go, making his Man City Premier League debut. And competitive debut. Kalvin Phillips, nice to see as well. So new signing from Leeds, our Fernandinho replacement. Corner comes in from Grealish. It's deep towards Diaz's head, and Palmer takes a touch, and it's cleared. Walker gets the pass in to Cancelo. Here's Bernardo. Here's Jack Grealish now to Cancelo. Not the greatest pass that from Manchester City. We've got 1 minute left of normal time. I don't think there'll be too long added here for... I can see Kevin Nolan in the background, former Bolton player. As West Ham are going to make their final 2 subs here. Here's Areola. To Zuma. Gives it back to Areola. Goes long. Picked off by Kalvin Phillips. Was played towards Jack Grealish. And Grealish can pick it off. Here's Bernardo. To Kalvin Phillips, who missed out on the ball there. And West Ham can have the ball. Old Palmer working hard to try and get hold of it. And it's played diagonally. And Cancelo can get there ahead of Jarrod Bowen. The second goal was scored by Erling Haaland. A brace for him today. It was my pick, actually, my betting tip. I did say it was going to be both teams to score as well, but it hasn't been. Anyway, here's Mahrez coming forward. Can Man City get their 3rd goal into 3 minutes added on time here? Alvarez. A little bit of space if he wants a shot. He will have a shot and it's deflected. And it's taken a hit and a half onto Kurt Zuma's face. Ouch. First goal for Haaland as well. Erling Haaland given the man of the match. I'm going to match and say my JSGC man of the match today is Erling Haaland as well. Mahrez here with a corner for City. Love if big Ruben put his head on this. Mahrez. Ake gets his head on it instead, and it's headed out for a goal kick. 90 seconds to go. It's final 2 subs made. Bowen comes off, Fornals comes off, and Coventry and Downs come on for the final minute of this game. So 10 subs made in total as the stadium starts to empty out. Man City are going to pick up 3 points for this game. So last note while we've got play in action, don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. 120 likes would be brilliant. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the live chat. Subscribe to my channel as well, and do go check out today's video sponsor, One Football, link in the description and also in the live chat. I will be streaming live stream watch-alongs throughout all the season. Don't worry about it. So plenty more Manchester City content, plenty more live streams, and plenty more stuff for people to enjoy. So we're into the final 20 seconds here. Can we maybe muster up one more opportunity? That is the question. Thank you very much, Mixid. Thank you very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Here's Ruben Dias now to Kyle Walker. Walker once more to Kalvin Phillips. And I think the referee's got the whistle in his mouth. Waiting for the final whistle. He's letting play continue here. City just happy just to knock this ball around until he's going to blow the final whistle. There you go. VAR just told Michael Oliver no ongoing checks for anything concerned about. Feel free to blow the final whistle. He does blow the final whistle, and it's victory for Manchester City. I am pleased to say on the opening day of the Premier League, it sees Manchester City win away against West Ham by 2-0 thanks to a brace, a goal either side of the half for Erling Haaland, the main man, which is, of course, what we all love to see. So, I am going to quickly go through my full-time analysis for this game. We'll do the outro and we'll wrap this up, and I will have the review video out within the hour. I'm hoping to have that out before 7:30 here in the United Kingdom. So, Man City's next game is going to be against AFC Bournemouth next Saturday, 3 o'clock. Kickoff. West Ham, their next game is next Sunday away against Nottingham Forest. Erling Haaland was voted as the player of the match. He's been given my JSGC man of the match and also the Sky Sports man of the match for this game as well. So, looking at the stats for this game, Manchester City had 76% possession compared with 24% possession for West Ham. 58% of duels won by Manchester City, 42% for West Ham. Aerial duels, 52% won by City, 48% for West Ham. West Ham much better in the second half with their aerial duels. 4 offsides for West Ham, 1 for Manchester City, and 4 corners for City and 1 for West Ham. In terms of attack, the goals, most important stat, 2 for Manchester City and none for West Ham. 14 shots, 2 on target, just 2 shots on target, 2 goals, clinical, but not so clinical with 14 shots and 2 on target. Definitely something for City to improve on. 6 shots for West Ham, 1 on target and 1 save for Ederson to make, which was a very tame effort from Benrahma straight at him. Shot accuracy for both teams, not great, 16% and 14% respectively. Block shots, 3 for West Ham, 4 for Manchester City. 5 shots inside the box and 1 outside the box for West Ham, and 9 shots inside the box and 5 outside the box for Man City. Something we can definitely work on for next weekend's game against Bournemouth. Defensive stats, 13 tackles for West Ham, 5 for Manchester City. Tackle completion rate for West Ham at 46%, 60% for Manchester City. More clearances and interceptions for West Ham, 17 clearances and 11 interceptions compared with 11 clearances and 3 interceptions for Manchester City. In terms of distribution, much better passing stats for West Ham in the second half. 257 passes at a pass completion rate of 78%, with 12 crosses attempted at a cross completion rate of 33%. Man City, though, with a whopping 831 passes at a pass completion rate of 92.9%, so literally just under 93%. 18 crosses attempted by Manchester City at a cross completion rate of just under 17%. In terms of discipline, 8 fouls conceded by West Ham, 4 for Manchester City, with 1 yellow card, and that was for Joao Cancelo in the first half, added on time for asking the referee, the linesman, can he see? Can you see? With all 10 subs made by the 5 for Manchester City and 5, of course, for for West Ham as well has seen the conclusion of the Premier League for this first round of games. So we're just going to go and have a look at OneFootball, today's video sponsor. We're going to have a look on their app at the live league table to see where Manchester City currently stand, and we're in a top 4 place at the moment. We're sitting in 4th, joint level on goal difference with Newcastle in 5th. They won 2-0. We're ahead of them on alphabetical order, and Arsenal and Bournemouth are also ahead of Manchester City. Bournemouth in 3rd place, even though the AFC should not be ahead of Arsenal, but there we go. Arsenal in 2nd place, Bournemouth in 3rd place, who all won 2-0 this weekend. Tottenham Hotspur currently top, 3 points, 141, so they're on +3 and top of the Premier League. Man City, it's 4th, taking on 3rd next weekend at the Etihad Stadium, with City taking on newly promoted AFC Bournemouth, which of course will possess different challenges to this game and similarities as well. So there we go. So just want to say a big thank you to everybody that has tuned in. Thank you very much, Dale, for tuning in. Much appreciated. And thank you, everybody, for the input. And thank you for moderating everything. It is much appreciated. Thank you very much. DJ, thanks for tuning in. Mixid, thanks very much for tuning in. The Geezer Dan, it is a good start for us, a cracking start to the season. So that's brilliant. So we're going to crack on then to the outro. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. 27k subscribers, that is the aim. We are less than 140 subscribers away from 27k subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. We've smashed past 120 likes now. Let's see if we can hit past 130 likes in the post-production. That would be fantastic as well. And also don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts if you're watching this after the game, then in the comments below, or let me know your thoughts in the live chat. Mixid makes a very good point. Liverpool dropped points already this season, so a brilliant start to the campaign with a difficult away game, which we've picked up not only a win but a clean sheet, solid defensive performance, solid attacking performance, a brace for our new signing Erling Haaland as well. It is the dream start to the Premier League season. The last thing for me to mention is do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by OneFootball.
This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
I was just checking my bet, mate, there, everybody, and I've managed to finish 4th, which is fantastic. Very close to finishing 1st as well. I was literally only a point off finishing 1st and winning over £150. So I'll speak more about that and everything on my match previews, the sponsoring my previews. So do look forward to that one, including the one coming up for next weekend's game against AFC Bournemouth. I'm running for the whole season for you guys to enjoy. But thank you very much to today's video sponsor for today's live watch along, OneFootball. Link is in the description and also in the live chat. That is much appreciated. OneFootball have kept you up to date today with all the build up to the game pre-match, as well as during the match and after the match as well, with my half-time and full-time analysis, as well as keeping you guys up to date with all the scores from around the grounds. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, and all your good footballing needs. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. It is much appreciated, and I'll see you guys all again within the hour for my match review for this game. I have already put out a couple of videos. If you want to go and check that out, looking at possible players that could replace Bernardo Silva if he is to leave Manchester City, go and check that out. I've also uploaded on the JSGC Football channel, doing a little review of the All or Nothing docu-series that's out on Amazon Prime covering Arsenal. So do go and check that out. We've got loads of JSGC content for you guys to look forward to. My brother as well, become a Preston North End season ticket holder, done a match vlog yesterday of their game against Hull City. Go and check that out. Very good. And yeah, I'll see you all again very soon for the next video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Thank you to everyone that has left a thumbs up, interacted with me, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all again real soon. So I've been JSGC. Peace.